Hey everybody, this is Colby R. Rice in some pretty terrible lighting, but this was like the best I could do being back and just visiting some relatives. But I basically just, and this is kind of shaky, sorry about that. I basically just wanted to record a really brief intro, just reminding you guys that this is the debut essentially of a lot of the major components, not the creative and content-based components, but the infrastructural components of Rebel Ragdoll Productions. Basically, you're going to see everything that helps to make up the infrastructure of the company, with the exception of the articles of organization, which are coming because we will be filing those in order to become an LLC. It's just good business sense, and it's also just good insurance in case anybody wants to sue me. They sue the company instead of like me, Colby, personally, which would really suck as a debut filmmaker. So in any case, I'm just gonna like make this short so you don't have to look at this bad lighting and this craziness. And welcome to Rebel Ragdoll Productions. And I just wanted to actually, I'll give my thanks after I give you guys the tour. Let's hold on to that. Okay, so welcome to RRP. All right, y'all. So now is the moment of truth where I show you guys the new sexy banging logo for Rebel Ragdoll Productions. Are you guys ready for it? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bam! I love it. I love it. I love the woman. She's like really like fantastic and diva and curvy. Her hair is wild and free. Like, oh, I love it. Kind of like Medusa, but not. And she does not care because she is a rebel and she is free. And I love the logo. I actually ended up art directing this as well because the guy that I hired is pretty amazing, but I don't think he quite understood on the first go what the essence of Rebel Ragdoll really was. And so I was like, no, we're not really selling our lips or sex. We're selling a movie made by badass super divas who, yes, we are sexy, but our work is just as sexy. And that's what you need to be paying attention to. And just doing the damn thing. So, I love it so much, and I hope you guys like it too. Okay, something else I wanted to show you guys, in addition to my sexy logo that I am just so excited about, is my Facebook page for Rebel Ragdoll Productions. Mostly because I have not only updated the profile photo, but I have updated my cover photo with the Sandman logo. Not even logo, really, but like the graphic of Sandman. If you guys are familiar with production houses and studios and how they manage their Facebook pages, usually they do what I have just done. And I'm not. That's not to say that they're imitating me. Obviously, I'm imitating them. So don't get that twisted. But they'll put their real logo in the profile picture, and then whatever film they're working on currently or they have just finished working on, they'll have as their cover photo. So I did the Sandman thing, the Sandman logo graphic in Photoshop because I'm actually pretty good with Photoshop. I'm not at the level I want to be, but I would say I definitely have like the basics down pat, and I have a good eye for graphic design and fonts and other things, color schemes and stuff like that. So I'm developing those skills, and I'm super excited to use those skills to bring at least a portion of Sandman to life. So, I mean, this is exciting, y'all. I mean, come on. What is more horror than this? You know? So that's basically that. You got the logo, you got my Facebook page with the Sandman promo photo up, you know, the temporary one at least. And now I'm going to show you guys the filmmaking factory debut where you see all my equipment. All right, so stay tuned for that part. Hey guys, so this is Colby R. Rice again, and I know I just told you I was going to show you the filmmaking factory where I'm introducing you to all of my filmmaking equipment that I have just stocked Rebel Ragdoll Productions with. But because I'm recording this segment on different days, there are things that have been happening in between my recording sessions. And one of those things is that I was able to actually get 4 different kinds of introductory like animations done for the Rebel Ragdoll Productions logo that I want to show you guys. Now, these introductions are not necessarily proprietary, because what the animator actually does is that he creates animations and then he overlays the logos onto the animations, or he'll integrate the logos with the animations, and he'll license this type of animation out to multiple people. That's basically whoever pays him for it. So we don't have a personalized animation intro specifically for Rebel Ragdoll that is trademarked, but that will be coming in the next coming years when we get more money. Until then, I do want to show you some really great introductions that I'll be using, and I haven't chosen which one yet. Maybe you guys can help me choose. I'll be using these introductions in the beginning of Rebel Ragdoll production movies so that you know that this is our production. Same thing that TriStar does, same thing that Columbia Pictures does, same thing that Bad Robot does, we're going to be doing. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the introductions. And I'm basically going to show you the 3 that I really am into, because the other 2 are kind of like meh, but I want to show you these 3. So just tune in and check it out. Ooh, isn't that really cool? Oh my gosh, I just want to play it one more time for you guys in case you didn't see it with all this going on. Oh my god. Isn't that so cool? Yeah, so that's introduction number 1, which I really love. Here is another introduction. Nice, right? I like this one a lot, but for whatever reason, like the first one just sticks with me more. And this one is also the one that really sticks with me, and I'll show you guys this in just a second. Isn't that just freaking amazing? I just love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I had a 4th one here. This one starts off like a little bit brighter and more beautiful. So just tell me how you guys feel about this one. I really like that one. I mean, it's a lot more feminine, quote unquote, a lot girlier, but I still feel as though, I still feel really empowered by it, you know? I don't really know. I'm not sure whether or not I should use that one, but I kind of want to use it. I mean, maybe if we start doing some kind of paranormal romance sort of deal, then we'll use that introduction instead. You know, maybe we'll just change up the introductions with the genre of the film that we're working on, because even though Rebel Ragdoll Productions is very specifically focused on sci-fi, fantasy, horror, the paranormal, action, and thriller, and crime, paranormal romance can fit in there. You know, you can have romance in a sci-fi, you can have romance in a thriller, even if it's not entirely defined by romance. I mean, I don't know. I'm still considering everything. I like to say yes and. I don't like to say no to things. So, in any case, that is a good eyeful, an earful for you guys in regard to the introductions that I had made for a Rebel Ragdoll production. So I am so excited, and finally we are going to get to the filmmaking factory with all the filmmaking equipment. So you guys were able to see the new logo, the logo with the Facebook page, which I also presented to you the Sandman movie graphic for the movie that I'm writing and I will be directing this summer. And now you guys got to see 4 animated intros for Rebel Ragdoll Productions, and now you're going to see the actual filmmaking equipment. So you guys are literally witnessing the birth of Rebel Ragdoll Productions, and I'm just really excited and also really proud. And again, like, really humbled and just blessed to be able to share this with people, for whoever's watching. So, coming up next, you will be seeing my Periscope cast basically introducing our filmmaking equipment for Rebel Ragdoll Productions. Okay, so stay tuned and I'll see you guys in the next video. And again, that clip was filmed like almost a week ago now. So basically the transition between this segment and the next is not the smoothest because the times are not matched up, but the content is still really powerful and awesome. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next clip. Bye. Everybody, I haven't scoped in a long time. That's because I've actually switched to, oh, I didn't even give this a title. Hold on. Yep. Whoa, exactly. What you are witnessing right now is literally the birth of my own indie production company. And despite the fact that this stuff looks kinda like high tech, it actually really isn't. I mean, you can get this entire arsenal for about $1,300. But I am just so excited, so amped. Oh my God, like, this is like a massive moment for me. I mean, I really don't care who's watching at this point, but if you are here with me, thanks for joining. Like, you guys don't even understand. I mean, I guess you would if you're like an artist or a creator or a filmmaker or any kind of creative person. It feels very powerful to hold your arsenal in your hand and to basically take ownership over your creative career. And this is definitely my first major step into that ownership. So as you can see, look at my little finger pointing. I got my clapper. Underneath that, there's my lighting kit, my 3-point lighting kit. It's small, it's very beginner, and that's what I love about it. But I still feel like I can get some really great lighting schemes and basically get the basic premises of lighting. So that's exciting. Camera bag, dead cat, or otherwise known as, I believe, like a sound muffler or something like that. For my sound equipment, let's move a little closer. I have my boom mic, my shotgun mic, excuse me, and I also have a boom pole, and I'm also getting another shotgun mic so that I can have one on the camera and one on the boom. The wires, the main bad boy here, which is the Rebel T6i. Now, for those of you who are way more versed in cinematography and all that than I am, you might be looking at this and being like, oh, the Rebel T6i ain't nothing. And I totally get you, but again, for a beginning filmmaker, this is pretty freaking exciting. So, got my camera. I'm going to start playing with that today and tomorrow. I have my lens filter kit right there on top. I have no clue what this little thing is. I have to go back online and figure out what's going on there. A cleaning kit, a mini tripod. What's that in the background? Oh, let's go down here and see. An OTG USB multifunction card reader. That's awesome. I have a thumb drive. I also got, in addition to the Rebel T6i, I have a tripod, which is great. An SD card, lens cap strap, and I also got 3 lenses with this. I got a 55 milliliter to 250 milliliter lens, and so I'm really excited about that to really play around with depths of field and focus and all that. I have a Series Pro, what they call a slave flash. Never heard of that before, but it's basically the flash that goes on top of the camera, which I'm eager to play around with in conjunction with the lighting kit right here. And then I have 2 lenses. I have a wide a wide lens, a wide angle lens, excuse me, and a telephoto lens. I cannot speak today, probably because I'm so excited. This is what happens when I get excited. I can't speak. So yeah, the final piece of this whole kit, and I actually have two camera bags. I don't know if you can see it under there, but the final piece to this kit is the second shotgun mic with the second dead cat to go over it. And that's pretty much that, but I don't have to wait for that to come in to start shooting, and that is what is the most exciting thing about this. So thanks so much for sticking with me, basically laying the foundation of Rebel Ragdoll Productions. Super excited. I'm going to append this into my YouTube daily creative updates that I have, because I have a channel now specifically for my daily updates, or rather my semi-daily updates on my creative progress. And this is some major progress. But actually, wait until you guys see the new and improved Rebel Ragdoll logo. It is so flash, so sexy, and I just can't wait. And as soon as I get the logo finalized, which should be sometime tonight, I'm going to actually order some prints. I forget what you call those, the iron-ons, in different colors, so I can like iron on my logo onto, you know, the different, my different bags here and stuff like that. Iron-on, stickers. I know, it's kind of like infantile in one way and then just really fucking badass and awesome in another way. So, in any case, y'all, this is the debut of Rebel Ragdoll Productions. January, 18th, 2017, just like I said, what would happen. So, yeah, stay tuned for more. Thanks for joining me, and happy filming. Okay, so hello again, bad lighting, hi world. That was the tour. That was the logo, the Facebook page with our delightful movie graphic, plus logo, our introduction, like our animated introductions, and our tour of the filmmaking factory, as Alex Ferrari would call it. And I just actually wanted to, I mean, this is not like the Oscars or anything, but again, listening to his podcast has really, really inspired me. And I know I would have sort of emerged as a filmmaker even if I didn't have his podcast, but the Indie Film Hustle podcast has been really influential in a major way in terms of giving me some amazing information, a lot of encouragement, inspiration, education. And so I just wanted to send out a sincere thank you to Alex Ferrari of the Indie Film Hustle podcast for helping me launch my career as an independent filmmaker and female director of horror, sci-fi, action, and thriller, because that's what I'm coming out with. So thank you so much. Your podcast really kicks ass, and it means so much to not just me, but to all of us who are just looking for that much more courage to just like get ourselves started and kick ourselves into high gear and chase after our creative dreams. So you guys should definitely check out his podcast, check out his website, join the Indie Film Syndicate, let me say that properly, and pretty much just like take all his advice, okay? This is a veteran who's been in the trenches, who just knows how to hustle from a very independent guerrilla like style. Like he just does the damn thing. So I just wanted to close with that major recommendation, and happy filming. I know I'm going to be happy filming, so you guys should get out there and get filming. Subscribe to that Indie Film Hustle podcast, get your inspiration, and light a fire under your ass to go make some awesome shit. Okay? Bye. Peace out. Happy filming. Stay badass. Stay creative. Peace.